Welcome to the HBOT News Network. I'm Ed DiGirolamo, and I'm here having a conversation with Evan Fernandez. Evan served in the Marine Corps and also was deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. He exited the Marine Corps honorably in 2007 and sustained certain injuries there. Evan is undergoing hyperbaric oxygen therapy and is also very involved in a program and an association called the Warriors on the Water. So thank you, Evan, for coming and speaking with me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Ed. I appreciate it.
Great. Perhaps you can give us maybe some background on Warriors on the Water. It's a very exciting program as I understand it.
Absolutely. So 4 years ago, I started at Warriors on the Water. We do fishing throughout the entire state of Florida, everywhere from the Panhandle, Northeast St. Augustine, down the East Coast, and down into the Keys as well. What we do is we get veterans together for an incredible day of fishing with different charter captains, some of the best captains in the entire state. And what we do is focus on, working the different fishery, whether it's going to be tarpon, kingfish, wahoo, grouper. There's just swordfish. There's such a wide variety of species in Florida that you can target, actually. So
that's awesome. I mean, these are individuals, these are patriots that
yes,
that definitely sacrificed and risked everything to serve the country. And I think it's so important for us not just to look for therapies to improve their health, but also to give them, some, celebration together, because there's certainly, I'm sure there's a lot of camaraderie that goes along with the fact that they're with a group fishing that have served. And so I'm sure there's a lot of common ground there.
There's a lot of common ground. I mean, it's almost like being on a mission again. Everybody's focused on catching fish, staying alert and keeping an eye out for what's going on and what can come next, because you never know what you'll see out there. You got to be able to respond and react to whatever you see. It might happen either on the bottom or on the surface.
And so Warriors on the Water also, I think, we found it in other states too. So this is something that you're doing in Florida, but it's also, I think it's in North Carolina where we are right now as well.
Yes, it will be very soon. We will be running more veterans trips out of North Carolina and hopefully throughout the rest of the nation, little by little, as we progress and grow.
So who funds that? Who funds the Warriors on the Water? How's that paid for? Because I know fishing can be expensive.
Well, a lot of the veterans, everybody kind of contributes because of the lack of funding that we've had over the last couple of years. We are looking for, other funding sources, donors that want to get involved and help this kind of grow and reach other veterans and give them other opportunities to connect with other vets for these great experiences.
Mm-hmm. Is there a place that they can donate to? Is there something set up for that?
Actually, yeah, they can go to warriorsfish.org, and we have a donation page set up there. They can go ahead and actually apply to either a sponsorship for one of the tournaments or donate directly to one of the fishing trips for veterans.
Awesome. So we'll provide a link with this so that individuals that wish to do so can do that. Yeah, that's great. And so I know you're at, I think, treatment 29 with hyperbaric oxygen currently.
Correct.
And perhaps you can share with us, what you're seeing, what you're feeling with all of this.
Well, I would say the most eventful day I had was probably the first day I came out of the chamber. I was in tears. It was pretty overwhelming to have this sense of relief from pain and this sort of place that I felt like I was stuck in my head. It was very hard to communicate to other people with the traumatic brain injury and how I was feeling, what I was thinking. I sustained another injury about 4 years ago, and that kind of brought a lot of stuff back as far as I'd say maybe a cognitive mental decline that I was dealing with when I initially got out. But this hyperbaric treatment really gave me an opportunity to kind of get my cognitive abilities back and ability to be able to speak and just kind of enjoy myself and be able to be more present in the moment. I noticed that having a TBI made it very hard for me to focus, for me to concentrate, made a lot of mistakes that I normally don't make. It really impacted me in a lot of ways. I couldn't really sleep well. It's really debilitating to have a brain injury. It caused a lot of stress.
So now at treatment 29, and I know you mentioned to me earlier that you went running at some point in time.
Yes. One of the things that I noticed over time is that my energy levels just started to ramp up out of nowhere. And I just had this desire to just start exercising again. and I hadn't had that in years. So, I mean, I couldn't be more grateful for, you know, the benefits that I've got for this treatment, really.
So I understand you're traveling back to Florida, and you're from Sarasota. Is
Yes.
that, and so you have a fishing tournament coming up next week with
We do. We have one in Marathon. We're going to be doing the Battle of the Bubbas, targeting kingfish and wahoo.
Awesome. Well, good for you. And then are you back to get to 40 treatments?
Oh,
or-
absolutely. I'm going to come back as soon as I can for another week, and maybe sometime in the future if I need more. XV to be so kind of have me back.
Yeah. Well, wonderful. Well, it's so good to have you, and thank you for your service. And we appreciate you. As you know, as I say, you're the real deal, because you're the guy that went over there and actually got engaged in some serious stuff. So thank you for your service, and we'll look forward to seeing you finish the 40 and maybe hearing back from you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan. Okay. Appreciate it.